Hey guys, it's me, Victoria, and today I wanted to do a video about some of my favorite children's books that I thought this would be like good Christmas gift idea for like a new parent. Something my mom would always do is whenever someone had a baby, she would buy them some of her favorite children's books so that when they got older, they could start their children's library. And just, isn't that the cutest idea? So anyway, recently, I don't know what happened, but I got on this crazy kick of just becoming like obsessed with children's books and researching all the children's books that I missed when I was younger. I read a lot of books when I was younger. But I went on Amazon and they sell most of these books for like 1 cent, $3.99 shipping, but $4 basically. You can get all these books used, so it's really cheap. So I just bought like a ton of them because I just wanted to see. And I bought so many, it's ridiculous. And then I narrowed it down to only the ones that I truly loved, ones that truly sparked joy, as Marie Kondo would say. And then out of all those, I narrowed it down even more to like the cream of the crop. So that's what I'm going to show you guys today. So let's get started. Okay, so one of the first discoveries I found was this author called Hobbie. And you might know her from this series called Toot and Puddle. Okay, this looks horrible. I thought so too. However, when you open it up, I was like blown away. I'm like, these are incredible illustrations. Like, she's an incredible artist. It's just, there's just something about her art that is just so homey and like wonderful, and she just captures, winter in New England so well. And I had to buy all of these Toot and Puddle books, and they're kind of odd, but like the the illustrations are just amazing. And there's just something so like cozy and comforting about it. So yeah, I'm like obsessed with her artwork. So this one's just called Toot and Puddle. It's the first in a series. All of them are really good. But then I got this copy of her the night before Christmas just because I wanted to see her artwork. This is incredible. Like, just look at some of these beautiful illustrations. Like, do you know what I mean? Just look how she got like the snow. Like how white it is, and the blues and the whites of like a winter night. I think it's just like, she's just a really amazing artist. Okay, so these are like really quality books. There's, this one's The Night Before Christmas. I'll write everything in the description box below. And then finally, just another one of hers, because I bought them all. Hansel and Gretel. This is so fascinating. She said she used to listen to this really old recording of Hansel and Gretel when she was younger on a record player from this like really old guy, and he read it in such a way, the great Guildenstern or someone like that, that all these like images just popped into her head, and she knew she had to illustrate to capture what she had heard during like his narration. And this is just like the most incredible artwork. Like, you can totally see how it's like this just all came to her in a dream. Like, just the way some of these illustrations are made. And it's kind of creepy, but it's just so beautiful that, like, you gotta read it. I mean, I don't know if it might be kind of scary for a kid, but you know what? Kids like scary. They like being, like, creeped out. So, yeah, this is another amazing one. Okay, then on to one of the next authors that I found, who's like a really famous children's book author, but mostly in England, so I kind of missed out on him, John Burningham. He just has this really like English sense of humor that, just cannot be described, this like dry humor. It's incredible. And I bought like a ton of his books. This is my absolute favorite. It's called Courtney. It's about this adopted dog, very vegan, who is like a secret genius and saves the kids and just is like the nanny to the kids. But it's hilarious. I can barely, like, you just have to read it. It's so subtle but so funny and so quirky, and it's amazing. And then this is another one by him called Mr. Gumpy's Outing, and there's another one called Mr. Gumpy's Motor Car. This is for like really young kids, like, 2 years old probably. But again, there's just something about this that's just so charming and hilarious. And it's full of like animals and this old like British guy, so it's just like you gotta experience it. Then, this is like a Swedish children's book. This was actually my all-time favorite children's book from when I was younger. The Tomten and the Fox by Astrid Lindgren, author of Pippi Longstockings. And this artwork is just like beyond, okay, beyond amazing. Just gives you this impression of this beautiful Swedish farm, okay, like in the snow at Christmas time. And don't worry, no animals are harmed in the book, although the fox does go into the chicken house. No, and it's just about this little Tomten, which is like a Swedish legend, gnome-like guy who protects the farm. This is just like a must-have, guys. It's incredible. And then this is a new one I found. She's like a really prolific children's author, Barbara McClintock. This is just the most adorable book ever. It's about like this tomboyish girl whose grandma gifts her a doll, and she's like, she kind of likes it, but it's like so prissy, and she likes to just, like climb trees and run with the boys. So she like messes up this doll, and she thinks her grandma is gonna like be mad at her, but instead the grandma's like, no, that's exactly why I gave you the doll. I wanted her to like experience the sunshine and the mud and climbing trees. That's just what she needed. I wish I could do the same thing. And it just gives you this sense of like childhood and when you were just like so free running in the trees. The illustrations are just like really charming and beautiful and English. Just for an Anglophile like me, you just gotta love those English pictures anyway, and English books. English children's literature is the best. Okay, getting to the end here. Finally, there's one more left, but this Tasha Tudor, she's another famous like children's book author I didn't know. I guess like the Waldorf school curriculum's really into her, but oh my god, like what happened? She was just growing up in this incredible idyllic like country farm, where they just had these crazy year-round activities, like just amazing adventures like for every season outdoors. So just like, for example, in the Easter time they have this like incredible Easter tree, and just goes season by season. Like in April there's like goats and they're playing with the goats. In May there's like they're making May baskets. So I just love this. It gives you so many good ideas. Oh yeah, like in The Sound of Music, June they're having like a puppet show. I guess they had like 20 kids in this family. Like, look at that amazing puppet show. Isn't that so Sound of Music? Anyway, this is really cool. It just gives you so many good ideas for like new traditions and fun things people used to do in the old days. It's amazing. And she has a couple other ones that are really good too. And then finally, this is more like one for adults, but I was just so touched and moved by this, and I feel like it really just sums up what children's books are all about. This is actually a wordless, like graphic novel, I guess you could say, but like a children's book. It's adorable. So it's kind of like this, and it's just like, it starts off in black and white, and it's this dad walking with his little daughter in this hooded, adorable suit. And while he's just like busily walking along, talking on the phone, she's, smelling flowers and looking at fruit. And when he gets home, he doesn't realize that she's picked like a bouquet of flowers, and he just realizes like how kids see the world so beautifully, and like we miss that. I don't know why I'm tearing up. And like she gives the flowers to her mother. It's just like a really beautiful book. I just really loved it, and he's actually a poet. So yeah. I'm going to write all these down below, but these are all like awesome books, and I have some more, so I'm going to do another one. Like there's this other author, Patricia Pollico. All her books are amazing. I didn't even get to talk about those, but these are like perfect ones to be great for gifts, and just for you to check out too if you're at all interested in children's literature like I am. So thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any favorites children's books from when you were young, because I would actually really love to know that, and I'll check them out on Amazon and buy them for 1 cent. So thanks for watching, and bye.